Kijana wamekuwa akiambiwa kila siku kwamba yeye ni kiongozi wa kesho, na akaambiwa na mhenga ambaye anasema ni watu wenye busara kwamba ujana ni moshi. Ukiyapima hivi vitu viwili vinagongana, lakini vote vina faida kwa kijana wa Kiislamu. Swali ni je, ipi ina nguvu dhidi ya nyingine? Je, aongoje kuwa kiongozi wa kesho ama aitumie ujana wake ambao ni moshi?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Viewers, welcome to Halaal Charity TV, the media arm of Halaal Charitable Trust, a registered non-governmental non-profit making organization based in Mtwapa. We work with the community for the community. Today, alhamdulillah, we have a representative from Reaching Out Initiative organization, and we are going to talk about the impact they have in our community, inshallah, in these few minutes. Welcome and introduce yourself, sir.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I go by the name Dr. Abu Fatma Umori Abdul Qadir, famously known in the streets as Mufti, and I'm the project manager Reaching Out Initiative. And inshallah, throughout the talk, inshallah, we'll learn more about what we do, what we've done, and what we want to do, inshallah, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Shukran, that's a good introduction. Now, for viewers hearing first time about ROI, that is Reaching Out Initiative, when was it founded?
Reaching Out Initiative, first and foremost, is a legally registered CBO, community-based organization in the country, Kenya. We are registered under the sub-county Nyali, and we operate nationwide. It was founded in the year 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
What inspired its formation?
What inspired the formation of Reaching Out Initiative is the condition, the state of the lives of people in our society. It was founded by students who had just concluded their Form 4. They were waiting to join university. So they came together, friends. Probably most of them were classmates actually at Sheikh Khalifa bin Zaid. And they saw there's a need, a gap in the society. People were living miserable lives, more and so in the Islamic societies. Students were dropping out of school. Some of their very own classmates had dropped out of school. They were getting stories of how university life is hard for students out there, how there's this stuff called kuinama. When wanasema wanafunzi wanainama university, they go without food and so on. They also used to experience how it becomes difficult for families during the holy month of Ramadan. Some of them, you fasted the whole day, then there's no even water. Maybe alhamdulillah we have got some for ourselves. Wow, hata maji yenyewe ilikuwa ni shida kwao kupata kukunywa. The communities now. Now they are already now done with school. And remember, they were coming from different communities. Some were coming from around Mombasa, some from Tana River, Lamu, and so on. So they used to see the condition of how people are living in their villages. So they had the thought of how can we come together in the little we have to help these societies. So that is how the thought of now Reaching Out Initiative came.
MashaAllah. So what is the core mission?
The core mission
of this organization and the long-term vision, if you like, for the community?
Our vision is we want to be the champions of a morally upright Muslim community. And our long-term vision is to empowering Muslim youths through education, community development, and economical stability. The reason why we base on these three, I know somebody will ask, why do we only base on education, community development, and economical sustainability? This is because once somebody is literate, the wise men say that when you put two men in a room and then you make them talk, you will just know from how they talk, this man is illiterate and this one is illiterate, because a literate person reasons like somebody who knows what life is. But an illiterate person, because it's not exposed to knowledge, does not know how to reason.
So somebody who can talk is not literate?
I really don't mean that, because some literacy also requires silence as a tool to fight some wars. Like somebody can give a question that a rhetorical question. So when someone is literate, he won't answer.
Okay.
But an illiterate person will even answer rhetorical questions. Yeah.
MashaAllah. And what's your long-term vision?
Our long-term vision is, I just said, we want to empower the Muslim youths through provision of education, developing the community, and economical sustainability.
Where are your offices?
Currently, we are based at the Technical University of Mombasa.
Technical University of Mombasa.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are based inside TUM. Most of the leaders of Reaching Out initiative are formerly students of the Technical University of Mombasa, including the founding member, who is our Madam Chaledi, is formerly a student there. So we have sought a refuge at the Technical University of Mombasa for now. But we are working on a bigger vision of having our own offices, inshallah, in the near future.
So you have members?
We have members,
of the group?
Yeah.
How many are there?
Currently, we are having registered members are about a capacity of about 100, but we also have got volunteers. So these volunteers are those tag-along volunteers. Somebody comes, volunteers for the event and so on. So we have got a member group which has got about 100 members, and we have got a volunteers group that has got 330 people.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
And which communities do you primarily serve?
For now, primarily we are serving Islamic communities.
Where? Only in Mombasa?
No. Actually, alhamdulillah, during last year, personally, I was amongst the team that went to Isiolo to do a massaf distribution to Al Ansar Madrasa in Isiolo, where we gave massafs 145 copies of massafs
MashaAllah.
to more than 5 madrasas. Yeah, so we primarily serve the Islamic community for now.
Okay.
We have got projects in Nairobi. Last year, we did a mental health talk in Nairobi, where we sponsored an organization called Jijali, and it was very successful. But mostly we focus on the coastal region.
Okay, so far, how many beneficiaries have you reached?
We have reached more than 4,000.
4,000?
More than.
Countrywide?
Yeah, countrywide. You know, somebody will ask how we achieved this 4,000, and you seem to be...
From 2019?
From 2021.
Up to now? 21,
Yeah.
Up to now?
Yeah. I know somebody will ask how have we done this, yeah? We have just said we work into what we call the youth empowerment, which is amongst our missions, empowering the youths using economical sustainability, community development, and the many other factors, yeah? So we have got these projects like Vijana Madili, where the turnout gets
Vijana
up to Madili, where the turnout for the first event we held last year, yeah, I think February 15th, yeah, if I'm not wrong, at the Kenya National Coast Polytechnic, Chandaria Hall. We had, it was on the 15th of December, of February. We had more than 500 Muslim students attending the conference. So,
university students or even secondary school students? Both
university, secondary, and even those who are not in university and secondary schools. It's open for any Muslim youth who wants to come and seek knowledge. So we had got speakers who impacted very impactful knowledge into the youths.
Positive,
yeah. This year we had another conference called Vijana Madili 2 on the 7th of December last year. Well, we are in 2026, 7th of December. And we had, again, about 400 attending the event.
Okay.
In other ways, also, we've used platforms like partnering with different organizations. Just as I've shared with you that we partnered with, we sponsored the Jijali group last year in Nairobi, where they had a mental health conference. So many people attended the event, about 200 of them in Nairobi. We have gone to Isiolo, distributed massage to more than 5 madrasas. In the coast, just last year, as we were winding up last year, in December, I think a week before the Vijana Madili 2, we had 500 copies massage distributed in Kilifi County. And we've done this over the years. So it is roughly at least 4,000.
And what are your main programs currently?
Currently, we are having... let me talk about the big 3. Let me call them the big 3. Number 1, we focus on what we call the Ramadan Iftar program. Number 2, I'll first mention them firstly, then I'll come back
no problem.
Then elaborate. Yeah. We have got the Vijana Madili, which is now taking shape and has been the face of the organization and so on. Then we have got the Madrasa and orphanage programs. Alhamdulillah, last year, but one, that is in 2024 December, we got into a partnership with a madrasa in Magongo called Darul Khairat. And up to date, we are still working in close terms with them. We provide amongst our volunteers, wale ambao wamehifadhi Qur'an, wale ambao wamesoma madrasa wakahitimu, they volunteer to teach for free at the madrasa. We also provide them with the foodstuffs. We also provide them with mashaf and so on. Yeah. Another thing also is on the Vijana Madili. Vijana Madili has been one of our biggest programs for the past 2 years, and it is how can I niitaje, imekuwa ndio chanzo cha sisi kama kujitangaza.
Vijana na Madili kidogo naomba uifafanue.
Naam.
It's just a talk that you give to the
youth.
Yeah.
No. It's a youth conference.
Yeah, that's the conference. Watu mashekha wanakuja wanazungumza.
Naam.
Baada ya hapo watu wanaenda ama there's a follow up.
We always have some follow-ups. Tuone nani ameathirika kwa njia ipi, amefaidika na vipi, na maoni yake kuhusu ile event ni yapi, where should we improving, and how should we do it next time, and how often. In fact, last year we had got a request where after the Vijana Madili one of members requesting us to have them 3 years in a year.
3
years in a year.
Wow.
Because they were like, we've never seen such a conference being organized by the youths, for the youths, and by the youths.
Okay. What of wasichana? Are they part of your program?
Our cheerleading,
the girls, are they part of this initiative? Ama wao wako pembeni?
In our leadership structure, our boss, let me call her Madam Boss, is a girl.
Is a woman.
Is a woman.
MashaAllah.
Yeah. Our treasurer is a woman. Our head of media department is a woman. Our vice secretary is a woman. Our assistant head of media department is a woman. So amongst the 9 officials, currently we are 8, 5 of them are women.
9, 5, so there's gender balance there.
Gender balance, yeah.
Now when it comes to the students now, you also encourage the girls to come.
Last year we had got an organization called the Young Muslims Youths based in Likoni, whom we partnered with them on distributing the sanitary pads and also sensitizing the girls of how they can how they can do how they can take care of their hygiene and matters concerning social and mental health of the girl child. A program that ran for 3 months in different schools in Likoni. Again, I think the same last year we had a program at Sharif Nasir Girls where we went and had a girl talk with the girls. And on such talks, we always front the girls. And I've just shared with you in our leadership, they have got females. So we always give them time to champion for the girl talks. So we have got programs for the girl childs, and we are working on currently, because I'm the project manager, maybe I'm not sharing with many, but we are working on partnering in an organization called in Nairobi. But they are working on what we call the reusable sanitary pads. We want them to come on board.
Kwa hivyo mambo kina mama mnaangalia vizuri.
Mnaangalia vizuri sana.
Wasichana mko pamoja na wao.
Tuko pamoja na wao kabisa.
Katika vijana na maadili wasichana wamo ndani.
Wamo ndani.
Naam. Kuna jambo moja ningependa kukuuliza.
No.
Do you do that? You see, when students finish Form 4,
yeah,
they need career guidance.
Naam.
Mtoto amemaliza.
Naam.
Hajui aendelee kusoma nini.
Naam.
Aende doctor, aende engineer, aende pharmacy, aende. There's some confusion, if you like. Do you guys come in and help in terms of career development, career choices?
In fact, we don't wait for them to finish Form 4 season. We go for them when they're still in high school.
So you have done that already?
We've done that, yeah. Even during the Vijana Madili conferences, that is one of the key topics that is always discussed. Career guidance, because not only the Form 4 leavers, even in university where I was a student for some years back, and I'm still in close contacts with them, I get cases. I'm a counselor, I'm a mental health counselor. I get cases of students being into the wrong careers. Mimi nafanya hii course lakini mimi binafsi si kama ndio yangu. Give me areas of how I can change, how I can do that and this, yeah. So even universities, they still have got the problem of which career should I take. So we go even into universities, we have talks na wale ambao wako pale university tayari, tunawauliza, Je, wewe unafanya medicine umeridhia, ama unafanya to please your father, unafanya to please your friends and so on. So we do that.
Unawasaidia.
Naam.
Which program hizi mko nazo has got the biggest impact that you guys have seen so far?
The biggest impact, vijana maadili 1.
Vijana maadili.
Yeah.
We believe hiyo imesaidia vijana sana.
Hiyo imesaidia vijana sana. The response we've got from it, the feedback, it's so.
And it's only 2 years old.
Only 2 years old. In fact, it's 1 year, 1 month old. Because it was first done in February 15th. In fact, it's exactly 1 year. Tomorrow we're celebrating exactly 1 year. Yeah.
And the impact is good.
Very, very big.
You can feel it.
We can feel it.
Can you give us one success story from that?
From vijana maadili?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a success story. I won't mention the name.
Don't
because the brother requested not the name to be mentioned. This brother had a problem of he was a revert. So he had a problem how he will balance his school life, religious life, because back at home there's no any other Muslim. He's the only Muslim at home. And also his social life. He's used to partying, he's used to sherehe, tuseme hivyo. Alafu kule nyumbani, because of now there are no Muslims and there's that Islamophobia. Kule nyumbani kwao wanasema ukionekana na kanzu they think of Al-Shabaab and so on. Asa yeye anarudi kijijini, because it was done when they were nearing kufanya mtihani, a month to exam, then they were going home. So it was like, how will I go home to practice my religion? This brother, after the Vijana Maadili conference, he came to me personally and told me there's a sheikh called Sheikh Kasim. I think he's at Deanway School, yeah. He gave a talk about youthful life and so on. This brother came and told me, now I've known how I can live as a Muslim amongst people who are not Muslims. Number 1. Number 2, I have known how I can balance my time for Islamic studies, because I have now to study the deen. It's mandatory for me to study the deen. It's also mandatory for me to study the dunya, this at the university. I know how to balance my time for the deen and for the world earthly studies. So the reason why I picked this is because of the religious part of it. I always say, even though we focus on making people economically stable and so on, the main focus is of how are we benefiting Muslims and Islam at large. So that's why I feel it is the most impactful, successful story we have from.
Na mnajitangaza vipi? Do people know about vijana na maadili? Tukiuliza vijana 10 barabarani, how many do you think will say, hey, nishawahi kusikia vijana na maadili? How do you shout?
Vijana maadili. Let me be frank with you. Vijana maadili 1 ilitangazwa sana. Ambapo ngeuliza mtu angekwambia vijana maadili anajua kuhusu. Out of 10, I'm sure 6 could have told you I know about it.
So you're comfortable with that?
6.
Okay, let's continue.
Unasema tunajitangaza vipi? Through media platforms. We have got social media platforms like Facebook, TikTok.
You are very active on that.
Very active on that.
Ile ni vijana, tech savvy.
Yeah. Just look for Reaching Out Initiative. ROI via TikTok utapata, YouTube tuko na channel. And even right now, if you go to your phone, uingia pale Google Chrome, then you search the Reaching Out Initiative, utapata. So under these platforms, the social media platforms, we post the poster, the videos,
munajitangaza.
Yeah, tunajitangaza.
And the impact, people respond, get comments,
they attend the event. They give us feedback of whatever they are expecting to meet at the event and so on.
Mashallah. Let's talk about mental health.
Yeah.
Unajua vijana wengi wanakuwa affected na mental health.
No.
Let's talk kidogo tu. Do you guys also help on the world?
I just shared with you that I'm a mental health counselor. So that is, we are deeply into that.
Mental health.
Mental health.
What is the problem? Do you think kuna shida hapa watoto ambao something they don't do that causes it, or something they do that causes it?
The problem is
yani in summary, tusiingie sana, hiyo ni subject on its own, mental health. Na inshallah tutakuja kuizungumza.
Inshallah. The problem with the youth of nowadays is one. Youth. Na Waswahili wakasema kwamba ujana ni moshi. Youthful age is like a smoke. Inapita upesi sana. Shida vijana na youth ni moja. Youthful age is preparing somebody to be an adult. Just from childhood. Before mtu hajajipanga, hajarealize kwamba mimi sasa nimekuwa adult, tayari the youth has left him. Sasa ila akigundua kwa katikati ya ile miaka yake ya kuwa kijana, baada ana contemplate, am I still a child or am an adult, anagundua kwamba is a youth. So it's like, what should I do now to make myself an adult? It ends up stressing them because they are unprepared to face the real challenges of life. Unaambia mtu kuwa amezoea kukula kwao nyumbani, amezoea kulala kwao nyumbani, amezoea kufuliwa nyumbani, amezoea kufanya kila kitu nyumbani.
Ndio.
Then now you're telling them soon you'll be getting married or you'll be married. Now you will start looking for food for your wife, you will be having children, watakuwa na kutegemea wewe and so on. This one makes them lack peace amongst themselves, and that is the one reason why most youths are undergoing mental health problems. Ile
kutoka nyumbani kwenda kuface ulimwengu.
Naam, ile the reality now hits him that now I'm going to face the world on my own. Anaanza kushangaa nitaanza wapi, nitaanza vipi. And the problem now when we mention this is wazazi pia ni makosa yanakuja pia kwa wazazi. Sababu hata wanajeshi wakienda jeshini hawatumi jeshini, wanapewa silaha ya kwenda kupigana nayo. Sasa most parents are neglectful of their roles as parents. They feel like ukishakuwa kijana now you can stand for yourself.
Okay. Now drugs problem, do you also talk to the youth about it?
Yeah, drugs and substance abuse.
Because one of the biggest contributor to mental health, I believe, is drugs abuse.
For me, I take it the other way around. I say one of the main contribution to drug abuse is mental health. Because
no, is it the egg or the chicken? So is it the drugs or is it the mental health? I believe unakula madrugs kisha kuwa stressed, sasa unatafuta vitu vya kukufanya uwe sawa.
Naam.
Sasa in the process badala uwe sawa unazidi kuingia.
Yeah.
So mental health inaingia
pale, yeah.
We'll talk about it and maybe you can help me get a good doctor or a good person you can talk about mental health, inshallah. So you also help about drugs, India?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's continue. Youth unemployment. Youth unemployment is a major issue in Kenya. How do you guys come in?
Alhamdulillah. We have got
unapeana kazi.
Sisi binafsi Mwenyezi Mungu ametujalia kile uwezo tuko nayo kidogo, hatuna kazi. Lakini tuko na mbinu za kuunganisha hao vijana na kazi. Just as I've shared, kwamba parents are neglectful of their roles. We are like parents now in this. Hii ya kutafutia vijana kazi. Sasa one of our roles is to ensure that wale volunteers wetu, wale members wetu, they are economically stable, which is one of our long-term missions. We are getting into partnership with the big companies like EcoBiz. Currently, we are working on a deal with EcoBiz, whereby they have offered to train our youths on digital marketing strategies. Then after the training, they won't let them to the world to go look for jobs. They have offered to give the youths a platform where they can do marketing online for the company, then they get paid. So through this, we are working day and night to ensure that we as an organization also, we come up with an income generating project. We want to go to employ somebody from university in Nairobi or from university in America, yet we have got a volunteer who has been volunteering with us for 5 years. We are now 5 years old. Itakuwa we are very unfair. We will look for the capable volunteers amongst us, wale ambao wamehitimu kulingana zile mataji ambayo yanatakikana katika ile kazi, then we give them employment, inshallah.
Okay. Now, do you offer skills training? You help the youth in getting skills?
Yeah, I've just shared. We have got getting in partnership with EcoBiz to offer digital marketing training. We also have got the new horizons of Professor Mujahid, where we want to train the youths on leadership and empowerment, so that they can be responsible people. They can also empower others. Because I believe, jana usiku, let me just share a small story on this. I sat with one of my brothers and I was telling him, the problem we're having with the youths today is because we want to start a business, but I need 1 million shillings. I forget that for 1 million ili patikane, I must have a shilling. So we want to enlighten these youths to tell them, in the little we have, some youths have got money. We can't say they don't. Lakini ana feel, hii pesa niko nayo, there's nothing I can do with it. So anabaka kuweka mfukoni, anatumia kidogo mpaka inaisha. So when we empower them, when we enlighten them of how they can use the small amount they have to make them be the big people they want to be, I believe we will be offering a space for them to get self-employed. Yeah.
Kwa hivyo, these good stories, do you document them?
We document them, yeah. We have got a file for the projects. These are, so we have got
akienda website yenu ataona huyu alikuwa hivi, sasa amekuwa hivi, sasa yeye ni mmoja katika member wetu.
Inshallah, in the near future we'll be doing that.
Okay.
In the website still I can't lie because somebody will go search in the website because it's something that is existing, natakosa. Lakini in the near future we'll ensure that all these stories, for now we document the hard copied one. We document the written documentation. But in the near future we'll make them into films, and then inshallah we'll share in our websites, in our social media platforms, and then people will get to see and get to hear the stories here.
Now, do you partner with businesses to do this?
We partner with many businesses to do this because personally, just as I shared, we don't have any source of income as of now. So we rely on partnerships and sponsorships to ensure that projects like Jana Madili.
Kwa hivyo mnapata misaada nyinyi?
Tunapata misaada lakini si kwa ile asili kubwa.
Sio pale mnataka.
Si pale tunataka.
Mnapata kidogo.
Tunapata kidogo lakini Mwenyezi Mungu anajalia inatosha kwa ile ambayo tunataka.
So mostly you fund your activities through
partnerships and
donations from
donations,
people.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So you rely on donors?
Yeah, we rely
or
on
you have
donors.
income generating projects?
As of now we don't have any.
Ni watu kusaidia.
Yeah.
Leo akiamua tusaidie, you close shop and do something else.
We have got many means because we don't only have to use money to do our projects. Things like mental health we can do without money. Things like the youth talks we can do without money. So whenever we'll get money, we'll do what money is required to be done for. But if you don't have the money, we'll do whatever we can do within our small capacity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well wishers, how can they support you? Watu wanatusikiliza hapa, the good work that you are doing, and they want to help you in one way or the other. How can they get you? Kiurahisi yani. Uende atafute TikTok iko wapi nini. Lakini uwaelezee unapatikana kwa urahisi wapi?
Kwa urahisi sana ni for now I'll recommend this because when you go to our website you'll get every information about us. Utapata namba ya simu which if you call you'll get somebody to talk to you and tell you how you can give. You have got the pay bill there, the till there. So somebody can, whoever is listening to this right now and he or she wants to support, just take your phone. It's just a second to click. Just write reaching out initiative. You will get our website there. Look at our website. You will get
have a pay bill.
Yeah, there's a pay bill, a till, and also a phone number.
Sasha, my next question is about transparency and accountability. How do you make sure that the donations that you get are handled transparently?
Now, one crucial thing that Alhamdulillah we've been working on as ROI is to ensure integrity, honesty, and transparency is achieved whenever we are handling money matters.
Ndio.
Na mimi husemanga kila siku, hata bibi na bwana, watu ambao walioana kwa mapenzi, pesa huwatenganisha. Si tumeona mara mingi. Asa we are not an exception. So to ensure that this does not occur, we ensure that whatever is done with money, even if it is a coin, it is documented and receipted for.
So do you share that with the public? That this year we tumekusanya milioni moja?
I feel it's confidential. Kinda.
No, you want donations from people and you don't want them to know how you use the money.
Like we'll tell the donors. Okay, we'll tell the donors. I don't know. We'll tell the donors this year because after every event we have to make a report. So in the report we include all this, and we also file returns to the government. So it's something that is there. Whenever somebody needs it anytime, we have got a finance department. They have got a document, all finance documents of our usage since we founded the organization in 2021 up to date.
So every shilling can be accounted for.
Every coin, at ROI, one of our principles is every coin counts.
Every coin counts.
Yeah.
And every coin can be
accounted for.
What are the biggest challenges you guys face as a grassroots organization in terms of funding, in terms of community awareness? I'm giving you, in terms of regulatory requirements. I want you to expand kidogo hiyo, ipanue kidogo hiyo.
One challenge is donor fatigue.
Watu wanachoka
kutoa. Na hiyo sasa inatusumbua sana hii project. We have got a project for Ramadan. We have got a very big budget for a very good quality project, but we lack adequate funds to conduct the project. Na Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala naye anasema, wanasema kwamba hawezi kunyima zote mbili. Atakupea moja, atakupea angalau moja. Sasa mara mingi wanasemanga kwamba maskini Mwenyezi Mungu hamnyimi akili.
Mwenyezi Mungu hufanya anavyotaka, anaweza kukunyima zote.
Naam. Lakini nadra.
Allah ndiye anavyofanya. Anaweza kukunyima kila kitu. Yeye mwenyewe ndiye anafanya. Anyway, so the biggest problem is donor fatigue.
Yeah. So the donor fatigue comes in this way. Kila asubuhi kukikucha kuna a new CBO is formed in town.
Yeah, so many.
So many. Sindio? Kila asubuhi tukiamka tunapata kuna launch.
Acha mimi na yangu Halaal Charitable Trust. Naanzisha pia naomba msaada pia.
Naam. Sasa utapata katika hizi CBOs the donors are the same. Tutakuja Halaal Charity kwa msaada. Nikitoka hivi mlangoni na wewe pia umeingia Halaal kwa msaada. Wewe ukitoka hivi mwenzako ameingia hivyo. So Halaal is like who should I give and who should I not give? Yeah, pia Halaal maisha yake naye pia. He also has his projects which he also wants to fund. So that is one problem that we're facing. Number two, on the government, on the
regulatory
requirements. Tuko na vizingiti vingi ambavyo vimewekwa na serikali yetu kwa CBOs kama sisi. For you to have a project, you have to seek very many approvals. We are a CBO that is registered by the government. That is enough for us to work anywhere. Kweli wrong. But in upate donation, in fact from the government, easy funds za serikali ili upate, kuna vitu vingi sana lazima udhibitishe. Ambazo wingi zao are very unnecessary. Because I strongly believe that once somebody can account for every coin, and they have proven that we can account for every coin, they can anticipate the outcome of whatever they want to do with the money they are seeking from you guys. That is enough for you to give. True or false? But the government will need more that are very unnecessary in the long run.
Unakontroliwa utakwenda kufanya nini wapi ama I'm not getting.
Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they control there are some projects you can't do somewhere. Recently, just to share briefly, I wanted to do something in Turkana, to go and feed the people in Turkana there. Nikambua serikali ya kule imekataa wezi enda kule tukulisha watu.
County government
imekataa.
Kwa hiyo watu wanakataa kusaidia.
Wanakataa. We've heard of schools being demolished. There's somebody who built a school somewhere in the country and it was demolished simply because wanasema kwamba inaribu mpango wa serikali. Sasa these are things we are going on each and every day tunapitia.
Now, do you work with politicians?
Do we work with politicians? We are an unpolitical.
Leaders in general.
We work with.
So you need support of everybody to do this.
We work with the leaders, but not politicians, because we are non-political, non-profit.
Kwa hiyo wanasiasa akileta milioni moja unamwambia I'm sorry tuchukue.
Tunachukua kama kiongozi is a leader, but not a politician, because I believe in politics is a give and take away. Yeah.
Kwa hiyo akitoa lazima anatarajia kitu.
Hiyo ni kwa siasa.
Lakini akitoa yeye lazima anatarajia kitu. So you are careful. So kama ni wakutoa na kutarajia kitu, at most times we always stand them down, to be sincere, because we can't promise something we can't give. Good, let's go back to funding.
Now,
wewe kama kijana, kama mtu umesoma, how do you think is the best way we can handle this so that there is no donor fatigue? Ni nini tunaweza tukafanya kama Waislamu?
Naam.
Matatizo haya yaondoke.
It's very easy. And kama Waislamu tunaweza tukaketi tukakuja pamoja. Tukasema tuko na mashirika 2000, si ndio? We get what we call an umbrella organization. Ambapo hii mashirika yote 2000 will fall under them. Then through this we'll be getting funds. Ile shirika kubwa ndani yake kuna mashirika haya mengine madogo, si ndio? Waislamu tunakuja tunafanya michango, kuna misikiti, kuna we can have fundraisers and so on. Then tuseme we have raised 10 billion shillings, yeah? Nyinyi mko na budget ya pesa ngapi kwa hii mwaka? Milioni 10. Haya basi chukweni yenu milioni 10. Whatever we need from you guys is a report. A well documented structured report which shows ile milioni 10 yetu sisi tulitumia shilingi 2 kununua peremende. And then you give us a reason why did you go for sweet instead of water? And who benefited the sweet and how and for what time? Another thing is we can go to the interiors. I believe shida ziko interior sana. Kushika kushinda hapa town. We make them what we call stable economically. How? Tuanzishie the community based projects.
No, sasa sisi tunazungumzia funding. We are talking about funding.
Through this we will be raising funds.
Once you take care of the income
Naam.
or of the donation, then you can take care of everything else, because matatizo yote yataisha, kwa sababu ukitaka hii pesa hii, ukitaka hii pesa.
Naam.
Sasa hapa tunaanza tukajenga vipi sisi kama Waislamu?
We can have the income generating projects. We can come with an idea of how we can maybe start something that will be generating income, because I believe today they live, tomorrow they won't have. Sindio? Lakini tukiwa na jambo ambalo tunalifanya kwa uwezo wa Mwenyezi Mungu, ikawa kila mara tutapata pesa kutoka na lile jambo, itakuwa the life of ile shirika itakuwa depend on the income that is being generated by the company or the business, yeah, which will help in funding the projects for as long as the business exists.
Okay, what of things like Baitul Mal? You know what Baitul Mal is? Yeah. Is it going to help our problem?
It can help, yeah. It can help.
So why don't you guys think on those lines also? We start maybe a Baitul Mal where zakah watu wote wanatoa wanapeleka hapo. Not everything. And some small percentage of the zakah you take it to Baitul Mal. Let me give you an example.
No.
If you take 100 businesses,
no,
and you tell them every Ramadan, give us 100,000 shillings of your zakah. So 100,000 times 100 businesses, that is how much?
I think 1 million.
10 million.
10 million, yeah, 10 million.
So that's Ramadan, 1 year. So 100 businesses, if each business will accept to donate his zakah, because zakah is an obligation, you must pay.
Yeah.
Atoe hiyo alete kwa Baitul Mal.
No.
So 100 businesses, 100,000, that is 10 million.
No.
Get my point? Double the number of businesses to 200.
200.
Same amount, that is 20 million.
20 million.
Double the number of businesses to 200. Double the contribution to 200,000, that is 40 million.
40 million. And I was also thinking another line, where we can have a community of people who are willing to give. 1,000 people, let's say, for example.
Or your zakah, you have no choice. As a Muslim, ni lazima utoe zakah.
No.
My friend.
No, this one is now in zakah.
Unajua hizi nyingine ni sadaka, mtu ataamua mimi sitoi. Lakini zakah, you must. So if you guys should come with a plan, maybe you can help us. Ninyi kama vijana, you brainstorm, come with this idea.
What about this idea? What if we take 1,000 people, then amongst the 1,000 people, we tell kila mtu kuja na watu 10. Kwa watu 10 wako, kila mtu atoe 100. Let us not think big first, let us just think within the box first. Kila mtu wale watu 10 wako, kila mtu atoe ngapi? 100. How much will you be having in a day?
It's a lot.
Maybe every Friday. In a month we'll be having how much? Still a lot. Just wewe kuleta marafiki zako 10 ambao wao marafiki zako 10, tell them we don't need much. Every Friday just 100 shillings.
Unajua hiyo ni ya kila siku. Maybe I'm talking once a year. Ramadan only. And the business of Muslims in Kenya, if you like, there are so many.
In fact, they're one of the thriving most.
That's it. And we are, alhamdulillah, we are so many. So just 100 of us, we contribute 100,000, it's 10 million a year. So imagine if we tuongeze, instead of 100 people, 100 businesses, it comes to 1,000 businesses. Times 100,000. Nafikiri hata calculator haitaweza kuhesabu. That's a lot of money. So nyinyi kama vijana,
no,
I think you should sit down and think about that.
Inshallah.
Zakah. One of the objectives of zakah is to eliminate poverty in the society. Tumeelewana?
No.
Na hiyo mada inshallah nitakuja kuizungumza hapa very soon about zakah.
Inshallah.
Tega sikio. Kumalizia.
No.
Who is your role model?
I have many role models. Number one, my role model is the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is my first role model. My second role model is my father.
Your dad?
My dad.
Inshallah.
He is a man who taught me how to live with stress and pressure. He's a resilient.
Anakusikiliza sahi?
Probably yes. I told him I'll be here. He's resilient. I've seen resilience in him. I've seen hard work. determination, discipline and respect.
Kwa hivyo yeye amekupatia morali katika maisha.
Another role model I have is my mother.
So both parents?
Both parents. And my mother taught me how to love, how to care and show compassion.
Hiyo ni Uislamu kamili.
My other role model I probably know is also listening is an imam, the Imam of Masjid Yusuf, called Imam Ilyas.
Where? Imam Yusuf where?
Masjid Yusuf, Judah. Yeah, Imam Ilyas and Sheikh Abdul Rahman. They trimmed me, shaped me into being a responsible young Muslim and a productive Muslim society.
MashaAllah.
So those are my role models.
Those three?
Yeah.
Okay, kumalizia, are you open to partnerships with other organizations? Let's say Halaal Charity TV, other Islamic institutions. Are you open to partnerships?
Currently,
ama ni peke yetu?
For the two big events I've just mentioned called Jana Madidi, we partnered with many different organizations. In the second, let me take the second Jana Madidi, where we had Halaal TV, we had Dollar Group, we had Halaal Charity, we had TMM, the Muslim Media of Dr. Audia, and many other organizations coming together. We are told that the Technical University of Mombasa Muslim Students Association, and this tells you that we don't have boundaries. We don't look down upon anybody. Whoever is having the same mission, vision, and the same aim as us, we are welcoming to work together with them.
That's very good. Kumalizia, Sheikh, what message are you going to give to the Muslim Ummah, specifically the youth? Kiangalia kamera utawaambia nini?
Now, being a youth, actually to the Muslim youth, personally I'm a Muslim youth, I reverted to Islam. The message I'm giving to the Muslim youths, allow me to speak Kiswahili because most of them will understand Kiswahili more than English.
Kiswahili ndio tunataka bana.
Kijana wamekuwa akiambiwa kila siku kwamba yeye ni kiongozi wa kesho, na akaambiwa na mhenga ambaye wanasema ni watu wenye busara kwamba ujana ni moshi. Ukiyapima hivi vitu viwili vinagongana, lakini vote vina faida kwa kijana wa Kiislamu. Swali ni je, ipi ina nguvu dhidi ya nyingine? Je, aongoje kuwa kiongozi wa kesho ama aitumia ujana wake ambao ni moshi? Vijana wa Kiislamu tumekuwa tukipuuzia mambo ambayo ni ya maana sana kwetu. Mambo ya kutafuta elimu, mambo ya kujimaisha katika dini na katika maisha. Ewe kijana wa Kiislamu ambao unanisikiza kwa sasa, ambayo utapata kunisikiza, rai yangu kwako ni inuka ulikoketi, sababu hapo ulikoketi hauwezi ukalala. Ama tembea utoke hapo ulikosimama, sababu hapo ulikosimama hauwezi ukaketi. Toka, nenda faidi jamii. Usingoje kulishwa. Tafuta namna ya kulisha wenzako. Kuwa simba. Simba mara mingi akiwa njaa anakula nyasi. Na wengi watashangaa, simba mla nyasi? Haiwezekani, lakini tazameni. Simba akiwa njaa sana hula nyasi. Na hata mbwa akitaka kutapika anakula nyasi. Na si wanyama wakula mimea hawa. Kumaanisha nini? Lisilobudi hubidi, na likibidi hutendwa. Kubali usumbuliwe, kubali usumbuke, kubali uteseke, kubali uteswe kwa ajili ya wewe watoto wako wasije wakateseka tena. And my principle back in high school used to say one thing, that education is an unequal equalizer. Is an unfair equalizer. It is only through quality education that the son of William Samoei Ruto, the current president of Kenya, will sit na yule mtoto wa the poorest man in the country right now akipata ile elimu iliyo sawa sawa. Na elimu hii iko mlangeni yetu inabisha, ni wewe umekataa kuichukua. Sasa kijana wa Kiislamu ajitume na akishe kwamba yeye ni manufaa kwa jamii, asiwe yeye ndio shida kwa jamii. Shukran.
Watazamaji, tumefika mwisho wa kipindi chetu hiki. Mashaallah, mmemsikia kijana huyo anaitwa Abdul Qadir Omori, ametuelezea mambo mengi kuhusu shirika hili lao la Reaching Out Initiative. Kwa kweli shirika hili mashaallah linafanya kazi mzuri sana na linaongozwa na vijana. Kwa hivyo wewe kama mtazamaji, ningeomba ushirikiane nao kwa njia moja ama nyingine kuhakikisha kazi yao hii ambayo wanaifanya kusaidia umma imefaulu sana, kwa sababu mimi na wewe ndio tutakaofaidika baada ya kuwasaidia wao.
Inshallah.
Kwa hayo machache, shukran wa jazakumullahu khair.